Hey guys, it's Aurora. So I don't know if you've noticed, but there have been a lot more dead bees around lately. And when I say lately, I mean like the last 5 to 10 years. I remember a specific point when I noticed that there were daily like a handful of dead bees just hanging out on my stoop. And I was like, what is going on? This isn't normal. You've probably heard that a lot of pesticides screw up their homing systems to get back to their hives and really do some neurological damage with them. So, we've got some work to do to help these guys thrive. And so last week I was walking Morley, the dog, and I happened to notice that there was a bee sort of just in the middle of the sidewalk. I was just like, oh, poor guy. I was like, it looks so vibrant still. It was still yellow. It wasn't like crumpled. It still had structure to it. So I gently picked it up by one of the wings and put it on my hand and carried it back home, which wasn't too far. And on the way home, I noticed it started like vibrating or wiggling its wings and then its little tail tush thing. And I was like, oh, this guy's cold. It just needs some sun. So I ended up taking it back to my home and putting it in the garden in the sun to help warm it up. Bees have a 300-foot radius that they forage in, so I felt okay about leaving it in my garden. But if you find a bee and you're helping it and you take it somewhere else, make sure you can get it back to where you found it, because then you'll know that it can find its way back home and not die out there. But so this morning I found another bee in the middle of the sidewalk, and it looked like it could still be alive. So I picked it up and put it on my sleeve and started walking home. Then after a couple minutes, I noticed that it started moving just slightly. I was like, okay, this guy's alive. I guess I'll take it home. So I started warming it like this. And every time I did that, it would get a little bit more lively, and it started like cleaning its little antennas and lifting its legs. So I took it home, and then I folded up a paper towel with a little smear of raw honey on the paper towel, and then put the bee on the paper towel, and it went straight for the honey and started eating it. I had heard that if you find a languishing bee, give it a little honey and it'll help perk it up, and it's absolutely right. So FYI, in case you're saving bees, give them some honey. It'll help. So I kept it in the jar until it got sunny, and then I walked back out, and I went to where I had found it on the walk and released it. Oh, it's eating. Oh, look at all that energy. They fly? Bee flew off. Yay! We saved another little spirit. Are you guys like me? Do you help bugs, snails, slugs, roly-polies out when you see them and they're in dire need? Because I sure do. Worms. I pick them up and put them to safety. I hope you're having an awesome December. I'll see you soon. Mwah.